Yep, good evening. So last session we started discussing about data types. In that data types we learned about number type and another one is string type. These 2 points we discussed. How to handle numbers, converting numbers, knowing the data type, verifying whether it is a number or not. So and how to handle strings. String with single quote, double quote, backticks, how to use expression in a string. So latest backtick allows embedded expressions. Those are all string related. So now you need to understand string formatting functions. String formatting functions. So string formatting functions actually JavaScript string is considered as an object. We call it as a string object. String is considered as an object, and you can format the string object by using following methods. We can handle by using the methods. That means you can format any string by using so many methods, like the string formatting methods. We have method and description. We have some important string formatting methods. They are very simple actually. So we have the methods like font color. So it sets text color. So we have font size. It sets the text size. The text size. We have options like bold. So we have options like italics, and you have option like SUP, superscript, subscript, SUB, sub actually. So these are same: bold, italic, and superscript, and we have subscript. So we have like two uppercase. So converts all characters to uppercase. We have like two lowercase. So converts all characters to lowercase. All these are the methods. That means by using these methods, we can easily control. This is only the important methods for formatting string. Why we need to format a string dynamically? Because according to situation, it should change its appearance. Situation wise, its appearance should change. Then we can use these functions. For example, see, that means we need to modify according to the situation. For that, here, let's take a new file here. And this is string. Okay, just I'm designing here. Yeah. Now in this, I will just use string. So I'm adding here a data list and a data term, say user name and data definition. And here now username, when anyone types the username, input type is equal to text, ID as username. Okay. Now here we have to set some validation for this user. I will put a data definition. I will put ID as user message, MSG, user message. So whenever anyone uh, submits the form, that means we will give a button submit. Whenever anyone submits the form, we want to verify whether the value is according to requirement or not. If it is according to requirement, then it should display message, not then it should display some other error message. You can do any, even you can define, for example, without this button, while typing itself, I have to verify. Suppose username must have minimum 4 characters. If it is not more than 4 characters, then we have to display warning. Then while typing every character, we have to verify. Then you can use an event called on key up. On key up is a JavaScript event which defines the actions to perform when every character is released. We will learn about all events at one place in JavaScript as event handling. But when we are learning JavaScript, some events we use regularly. Those events just understand for the situation. Later you will detailedly learn. As of now, you need to just understand that key up means after release of every character. When you finish typing a character, when you release the key, it will fire up. If you want to verify for every character, then better use key up. Key up indicates what to do after every character. So after every character, verify user. I will write a function called verify user. So in the head section script, what is the function? Verify user. What it should do? It should collect the name that you entered. In that case, we have to use var user name is equal to document get element by ID user name dot value, because username is a text box. The text box value, we want the value, whatever they entered inside it. Now here we will access user MSG, document get element by ID user MSG. This is div data definition. Now we will write one condition. If user name dot length means number of characters, is less than 4. If username length is less than 4, length is a string property. The string property is used to count how many characters are present. If it is less than 4, then user message dot inner HTML, because it is data definition. There I need to display the message saying that the message is name too short. So that is the message we are displaying, name too short. Okay. And otherwise else, what we will do is user message dot inner HTML. So name verified, this message should come. Just roughly, I am using 2 options. Now what happens is when you are typing here username, I am typing some username. While typing the username, it says name too short. Minimum 4 characters I am typing, now name verified. If I am removing that, then it will display name too short. So this is a very simple, but what I want here is when you are typing, if it is too short, then show that in red color. If it is verified, then show that in green color. That means this string color should change. That means we need to format the string dynamically. We can format in several ways. One, by using string methods. By using string methods, you can format. That is what we are learning now. That means these are string formatting methods. These are the string formatting methods. We can dynamically format a string. You can format a string object dynamically. Better say dynamically. Dynamically means according to situation. So at the runtime, you can change them by using this. How to apply? It's very simple. What you have to do? So I have to just, this is string. To that string, I have to apply font color. Font color is a method. It is expecting color name red. Similarly here, I need to add dot font color. I will define as green. That's it. But very important, one problem you have to face is, the problem is nothing but not all string formatting methods render HTML. This is problem. If they render HTML, then it must support HTML. That means if I use font color as red, then what will happen? This is going to render font color is equal to red. Understood? That means when you write font color method, it finally renders HTML. But very important, if you remembered, I told you, you have inner text. Am I right? If you are using inner text, this is not supported, because this will render HTML and inner text will not support HTML. It will not support HTML. That is the reason you have to use here inner HTML only. Why you have to use inner HTML only? Because it is this. Now you run this here, you can see here I am typing. That means when I am typing here, now you can see it is red color. And I am typing minimum 4 characters, then it is green color. We can change dynamically. We can change dynamically. That you can manage by using this. Now observe carefully. When I say David, you can see here in the inspect, you go to the data definition. You can see in the data definition, this is font element generated here. If you are doing like that, then inner text will not be good for it. That means you type something now, so it is named too short, then it shows that font color. So if you are using string formatting, then you have to apply only which supports HTML. So that means the element should accept only HTML. Then only you can handle this. Otherwise you cannot. Not only this, for example, one more option is, suppose what we want to do is, when user is typing the username, I will give here some placeholder. Name block letters only. That means name should be entered in capital letter only. If user is not entering in capital letter, then no problem. We will change to capital letter. When you want to do that, that you decide on key up. For every character will you change, or you will change after they finish everything, right? That decide depending on your requirement. You see so many online application forms when you are filling, they will ask to enter everything in capital letters. And even you don't write, doesn't matter, automatically it converts to capitals. That means even you are typing, it converts to capital letter. Even you don't use capital letter, it will be capital. We can format that. Suppose I want here, I will use one simple another event. Here I am using another event. Here I am using another event called on blur. On blur indicates when element loses focus. When element loses focus. That means when element lost focus. Lost focus means you come out of that element. You finish it, typing inside. Then it is blur. On blur, I will say change case. Okay. Now I will write a function here. Another function. This is change case. What this will do? We will collect username document dot get element by id username dot value. After that, document dot get element by id username dot value is equal to username. What is this logic? Logic is nothing but whatever typed in text box we are storing in this variable, and the same we are applying to text box again. Why you are doing like that? That means what you read from text box, the same you are applying to text box again. But this time I will convert to uppercase. This time I will convert to uppercase. Now what happens here? You are typing some name. It says name too short. I finish it typing. It's verified. Now I finish it typing means click outside or press tab key. Then it will convert into uppercase. That means we return for blur. Blur means it will execute when you lose focus from that particular element. Blur means this is focus. Blur means you click outside, then it is blur. Right? So that is, you can write anywhere. Actually, you can write this logic. You can write this logic in, I will remove from here. You can write this logic in this verify user also. You can write the logic in verify user also. You can write that logic here also. This is for every key. That means what happens when I am typing, every character it should change. So for every character, if it should change, then we have to use, that means that same logic we have to enter here. Okay, so we will configure here what, because I am changing the reference now. There is no change case option here. That means you can see every character it is changing. You can wait until they finished everything, or you can change every character immediately. That means here I am typing some name and automatically it is converted. I am using two different options. I am using one on the key up, another one on blur. On blur, I will do this. That means you entered, it will take the name. After you finish it, it will convert to uppercase. You are adding anything, it will convert into uppercase. That is simple string formatting functions. You can add all these effects. Font size, bold, italics, superscript, subscript. No need to explain them. You know already. Bold means thicker. Italics. You can add combine multiple also. See what I can do here. So green. So then green can be like bold. For green, you can use like, suppose for this, I can use bold. I can use italics. You can add multiple. That means it will be font color will be red, it will be bold, it will be italics. That means when you are typing, it will display all of them. It will be bold, it will be italics. Now it is only bold. So you can add multiple and you can configure multiple also. These are string formatting functions. This is an example for string formatting functions. But all the string formatting functions render HTML. So this is okay, it is there, but we don't prefer this much. These days in JavaScript, modern programming, we don't prefer this because already I told you in HTML itself, in modern HTML, JavaScript, we don't prefer font tag. Never use this font tag. Always apply by using styles. Don't use this font tag. So padding, spacing, horizontal, vertical spacing, we have H space, V space. Don't use them. Always put CSS on because some browsers cannot understand these HTML formats. They are old techniques. Now we should not prefer by using this. This is there, okay. This is legacy type. Now in modern programming, how we do is the same thing. Actually, uppercase, lowercase, that's fine. So formatting string using styles. Formatting string using styles. You can format a string by using styles. How you can format a string by using styles? Simple, actually. So JavaScript allows to define styles dynamically for any HTML element. But very important here, style attributes are referred in camel case. Style attributes are referred in camel case. That means you have background hyphen color. This we have to use as background color. That means you cannot use hyphens anymore. If you want to apply border, okay, border you can give. But if you are having anything hyphened, then you have to apply like this. Suppose I want to apply font size. And in JavaScript, you have to write font size like this. Camel case we have to use. For formatting with the styles is very much recommended in the modern programming. How we can do? It's very simple. See now, here I want to apply for this username, user message. I will remove this color and all. Okay, removed. This color also green, I removed. Now currently they are not working. The effects are not working. That's normal. I want to apply red color, green color like that. Then generally, one more thing you should know, style attributes are not applied to string. They are not applied to string. They are applied to element that handles a string. Understood? We don't apply to string. Generally, HTML is the string formatting functions are applied to string. But here we don't apply to string. We apply to element that handles string. That means now how to apply? I want to apply red color for this. Then where to apply? You cannot apply inner HTML. You have to apply for this element. User message is an element, right? So then what you have to do? User msg dot style And what is the style attribute? Style attribute is color is equal to what? Color is red. That's it. This is the best way for the modern generation, right? Don't use inner HTML or don't use font color like methods. So here we have to define user MSG dot style dot color. So here we have to define color is equal to green. Suppose I want to apply bold, then user style dot font. So font weight, right? Font style is equal to what is it? Italics. I have to write like this. We have to use in camel case. Now, whenever you are typing, now it is same. It is working fine. Name too short. Now it is working. So font style Italica. Yeah. Now I am typing something. It will work. That is how we can apply the styles. So there are two ways. Either you use string methods or you use styles. In the modern generation, don't use string methods, ignore them. But you will see some people still using them, but we don't prefer. 100% we don't prefer. Officially, even the ECMA script officially recommends not to use font tag directly. You use all with the help of styles. So you can apply like this, but if there are multiple, so many set of effects are there to apply. If so many set of effects are there to apply, what you can do is, let me put this example, syntax first. That means you have to access user msg dot style dot background color is equal to some red. Like this we can define. So user msg dot style dot color is equal to some white. Like this we can add. Color codes, color names, anything you can give here. So important, this is example. Yeah. Now another important is if there are many styles to apply. If there are many styles to apply, then you cannot apply like this individually. Writing them will be difficult. That means I want border, I want background, I want color. It is difficult. Then you can use class. That means you can apply class. This is another example. Let's see. So you can apply effects by using CSS class also. You can use CSS classes, either your own classes or bootstrap classes. Let's see. For example, I will clean up this styles. Okay, only styles I am removing. Now I want to use bootstrap classes. Let's link your own classes. You can define link. So relation is equal to style sheet and href is equal to node modules bootstrap dist css bootstrap css. Okay, and because I am using bootstrap, let's keep the class as container. Okay, now here when you are typing the username, I want to display in red color. Then it's very simple actually. We can simply put here username dot class name. So in HTML we have to use class, but in JavaScript it is class name. Class name, what is the class name? Text danger, that's it. You can keep, even you can put an icon. You can put an icon. Bootstrap icons you can add. Their class names you can give. Here, what is that? So user message dot class name class name is equal to text success. We can apply like this. That means now you can see that. So here it is going to apply that. It is working fine. And you know that you can apply multiple classes. You can apply multiple classes. You can just use BG danger, right? Or so BG warning like this I am giving. That means you can see the background warning will come. We can add multiple effects. We can add multiple effects. That depends. You can apply your bootstrap classes or you can create your own classes. You can create your own classes. How to create our own classes? You know, you can write your class. You can put a style, and I will put here as invalid style. In invalid style, what you want? Invalid style, I want so border as so 2 pixel solid red color, box shadow as 2 pixel 2 pixel 3 pixel red color. Similarly, I am having another class called valid style. In valid style, I will set the color to green, and here I will set the color to green. Now I want these classes to apply to this text box. I want to apply to the text box. That means when length is less than 4, the text box should use it. So in that case, first you have to access the text box. Actually, this is not text box. Here you are accessing value. You can do one thing. If I remove this, it is text box. But here you have to say username dot value dot length. That indicates that the text box value length is less than 4. Otherwise, why? Because we want to use this. Here also, what I will do, I will just put username. Username is a text box. To that we will apply a class name. Class name. What is the class? We will apply invalid style. And here username dot class name, we will apply valid style. These are our own classes. The previous ones are ready-made bootstrap classes. These are our own classes. Now when I am typing here, it will give me that color. That means it will give me that red color. And if it is okay, so then it is in green color. It will display that. That means we can configure bootstrap. We can configure our own classes. We can format dynamically. So for that, we have to use the CSS classes. You can apply effects using CSS classes. For that, what you have to do? So you have to use the property class name. That is the property we have to use. That means you have to define the class name property. So this is all the example here. This is all string formatting. That means how you can format a string. For string formatting, you have seen 3 concepts. You can format string by using JavaScript string formatting methods. You can format a string by using styles. You can format a string by using class. Right? 3 options are there. These are string formatting methods. By using style, just now I showed you, we can apply style, color and all. By using class, you can simply apply the classes and you can configure them. Actually, this is very much required while designing and working with lot of effects. For example, see, suppose wherever we created any login screen, let's verify. So there is login or register like forms we designed. Okay, let's do one thing here. I will add here so string formatting .html. Here we can apply the format at any location. So let's keep the link. So string formatting. Right. So let's keep the link. Relation is equal to style sheet, href, node modules, bootstrap icons, font, bootstrap icon, CSS. Link relation style sheet, href, node modules, bootstrap, dist, css, bootstrap.css. Okay, let's create here the class container fluid, and here we are designing a form. Yeah, form have an id, frm register, that is the form.